You know you shouldn't accept crumbs. You know you shouldn't keep proving your worth to someone who can't even text you back. So why do you keep doing it? Logically, you get it. You've seen the videos, you've read the quotes. You deserve someone who chooses you clearly and consistently. And yet, when they pull away, you rush closer. When they go cold, you turn up the warmth. You over-explain. You apologize for things that weren't your fault. You send the just checking in text when they've gone quiet again. It feels like you're possessed by a version of yourself that has no self-respect. That isn't because you're weak. It's because your nervous system has been trained to believe that if you keep them happy, if you fix it, if you don't upset them, maybe then you'll finally be safe. This isn't a thought, it's programming. Codependency isn't just caring too much. In her book, Codependent No More, Melody Beattie describes it as an addiction to other people's moods, problems, and approval. Your entire emotional life gets hooked into theirs. If they're okay, you can breathe. If they're distant, you're in a state of panic. If they're angry, you feel like you might shatter. So you become the manager of their feelings. You monitor their tone, you read their silences, you adjust who you are so they don't leave. On the outside, it looks like devotion. On the inside, it's self-abandonment dressed up as love. You don't beg because you're dramatic. You beg because your brain has linked love with an emergency. This programming is usually born in rooms where someone was unpredictable, raging, drunk, or depressed. You had to learn to read the room just to stay safe. Your feelings were dismissed as too much, but your caretaking was praised. You became the fixer, the peacemaker. You learned a brutal rule. My needs are dangerous, but their needs are urgent. So now, as an adult, your body still follows that script. When someone pulls away, you don't ask, "Is this healthy for me?" You ask, "What did I do wrong and how do I fix it?" You're not just begging for love today.
You're still begging for safety in a room that doesn't exist anymore. It shows up when you feel physically sick if someone is mad at you, when you attract people who need fixing, addicts, avoidance, the chronically confused. You stay long after you know it hurts because leaving feels cruel. As Beattie says, codependents take care of everyone else and then feel angry, exhausted, and unappreciated. You're not just scared of losing them. You're scared of who you'll be if you're not actively saving or soothing someone. That's why you answer the late-night text. Your sense of worth has been welded to being needed. You can't fix a lifetime of this with one text, but you can start with tiny acts of detaching. First, name it when it's happening. Don't say, "I'm pathetic." Say, "This is my codependent pattern waking up." The moment you name it, you create distance. Second, pause before you rescue. Before you send that long apology or that third text, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What do I need? The question itself is a rebellion. Third, switch from controlling them to protecting you. Instead of asking, how do I make them love me? Try asking, how do I take care of myself even if they don't? Finally, let people be disappointed in you without fixing it. This is huge. You say no, you set a boundary, and they get quiet. Everything in you wants to rush in and smooth it over. Don't. Their discomfort is not your emergency. You are not pathetic for begging. You are trained to believe love is something you earn by hurting yourself. Breaking that training will feel wrong at first. Self-respect will feel like cruelty. Boundaries will feel like abandonment. But on the other side of that discomfort is a new rule. I would rather be alone with my self-respect than together with someone who only loves me when I'm disappearing. You don't have to be codependent no more overnight. You just have to be a little bit less codependent today. One less apology you don't mean. One less text sent from panic. One more moment where you choose you. That is how you stop begging for love without losing your ability to love deeply.